on your hands, fight in your eyes, scars on your plans. Who you gonna be when the lights all fade? When the stage is gone, when the debts ain't paid. Just how big a boy are you when the chips fall, when the fish fly? Just how big a boy are you when the truth comes, when the lies die? Big talk ain't the weight you carry. Truck in a no-name town, dust on your tongue, rain won't come down. What's the measure of a man with nothing to show? When the wind cuts deep, when the seeds don't grow. Just how big a boy are you when the walls crack, when the earth shakes? How big a boy don't mean a thing at all. You can puff your chest, you can raise your chin, but the mirror don't care about the fire within. How far will you go? How much will you lose when it's blood for blood and you gotta choose? Just how big a boy are you when the tide turns, when the sky falls? How big a boy are you when the pain comes, when the last call? Big talk don't weigh a damn
Nothing, Danny. Yeah. In the house with the Cornbread Man. We're excited to be here. Just did a couple of shows. Want to jump back on. I want to thank Dean for two great sports and racing shows. We appreciate always those things that he helps us with here as co-host. And I want to come on and just for a little while, Cornbread Man chit-chatting on a Thursday night. We lost a little bit of time this week with Wi-Fi issues, and it's glad to be back. I hope your Thursday night's going well. I hope you're getting ready for the colder weather because a lot of the country is going to see that. We're going to have some cold temperatures. Not too bad, really. But anytime it's breaking down below freezing, we're not really happy about that. We'll have to get the heat all fired up in the studio. Get her all ready for that tomorrow as Sunday night. We'll see our first dip below freezing, and then Monday night and Tuesday night. And then we'll warm back up, hopefully, some. We're supposed to. But how big a boy are you, man? Dammy? You think you're bad? Do you really think you're that bad? I'm curious. Do you think that you are that bad? That you're going to go after Tom Homan? Really? Did you see the video? You see the video of this loser going after Tom Homan like he's really that bad? Tom Homan would walk the walk on this dude. He's a lot older than him. I'm telling you, I'm putting my money on Tom Homan. Tom Homan would just walk this dude. This guy ain't got nothing. He thinks he's bad. He's been held back by all these people. This guy's a joke. I don't care if you did elect him. He's a joke. He's trouble. He's going to be trouble. And what have you done, New York? That's okay. That's your problem. But if he thinks he's gonna talk some bad stuff, this guy's going to end up with a bloody nose in more ways than one. Because I'm telling you, these people ain't gonna put up with him shouting down at him like that, like he's there's gonna be some people who enjoy that. Yeah, they're gonna think that this is the big progressive socialist push, and well, you're gonna lose. This is America, and we're not going that. All these people worried about America turning socialist, stop. Yeah, we've got idiots around the country. We elect them in, but America's not going down. Everybody's always predicting the destruction of the United States of America. I'm telling you, there's enough patriots. There's enough people here. There's enough good people. Not going to happen. There might be little hamlets and towns in different areas where they choose to do some stupid stuff, and they need to deal with that. Absolutely. This is not the downfall of America. I really get mad at when I hear that. It's constant. And yeah, they're hoping, or they're either hoping because they hate America, or they're hoping because it's a story and they can cover it. They can say, "Hey, I told you so. America's going down." No, we're not. America is going to always be here as long as God has got us all on this planet. America's going to be here. We're not going to fall into the ocean. We're not going to lose to China or Russia. No, America's still the biggest and the baddest on the face of the planet. All this anti-Americanism and predicting the end, stop. We're not going to lose. We're not going to lose. And this guy, man, damn, he's a joke. He's not going to be the downfall of America. I just say it now. You can believe me or not. I don't really care. This guy's not going to be the downfall of America. New York's, they do some stupid stuff there. They have for a long time. Ain't nothing new. They've been doing that. There's some places around the country that do stupid stuff like that. But there'll be some people leave. They'll reform, and and we'll see how they enjoy that. The early days of an election win. They're doing the rah rahs and the victory lap and said, "Hey, we got it. We're going to win this thing." We're no, my damage is going down, buddy. We got problems. Sure, we got problems. Any country's got problems. But I am a firm believer in the country. I'm a firm believer in the goodness of true blue Americans, and I know that our cause is good. I know that our intentions are good, and we're still the best place on the planet. We're the best. I don't. All these people are always telling me, hey, if you want to get this, go to this country, go to Europe, go here, go there. No, America from top to bottom, side to side, up, down, whatever you want to say. America's the best. And that's why everybody wants what we have. That's why they want to defeat us. And you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. And that's all I want to say. And the kickoff to this, we'll talk a little bit of news. We'll talk about sports, whatever. It really doesn't matter. It's just a chit chat with the Cornbread Man. But I want to say that off the top. I saw that video before the racing show, and it's been just sticking in my craw. Like, okay, you're going to go and be bad towards Tom Holman. I really wish they'd let Tom Holman. I just open the pathway, let him go there, let him get his nose blooded, and we'll see if he cries like a baby. Because I think he will. This guy's not bad. He thinks he's bad. He's not bad. He thinks he's bad. He's a joke. He's like Zelensky. Zelensky thinks he's bad. He's not bad. He thinks he's bad. He's not. And this guy will get dressed down just like that. And I'm going to tell you what. If it's a choice between the president and this guy, I know who's going to win that fight each and every time. This guy's not going to win. He's not going to succeed. And hey, his reign may be over before it ever starts. This may be the first time, one of the first times in American history that a dude it's over before it ever begins. And there's just a lot of things working against this guy. And I'm going to tell you what, New Yorkers, true New Yorkers, they're not going to take your crap, buddy. They're not going to take it. You're going to find resistance at every corner. You want to get New Yorkers fired up. Just start some of the crap that you're going to start. Just go right ahead. Make all your threats. Make all the you're going to take all their money. You're going to reshape that city into this supposed utopia that you think it's going to be. True New Yorkers, I have confidence in them. They'll take this guy and they will tell him what for. He's not going to be successful, and he thinks that entities up there are going to be successful with him. If he thinks the police are going to back up everything he does, whatever, it's not going to happen. And I'm going to tell you, then there's the good old boys. That's this guy. They know the score, and they're not going to put up with this guy either. This guy, he thinks he's like I said, he thinks he has done it. He's talking big and bad. Well, we'll see what happens in the end of days here. This guy's not going to be what he thinks. He's not the dude that he thinks he is. And if you disagree, that's fine. I got no problem with that. Is he a problem? Yeah, I'm making up for lots of shows. Hey, when I don't podcast, I get like I can't stand it. Like I gotta be, And I was really was meant to be on earlier than now. I just I was looking. My son had a wreck tonight. Can you believe that? And he was headed to work, and somebody rear-ended him, and so I was communicating with him. He's okay. His shoulder's hurting a little bit, but he got rear-ended. Like New York's got rear-ended here with Mandama. It's a rear-end job. We'll leave where it is. But yeah, I got the text, or he said, "Pray for me." He said it on the work. The guy, wasn't paying attention. I guess I don't think the car's messed up, and he doesn't seem to be hurt. But you know how it is. You get hit from the behind. You got neck, shoulder, back. And he's not quite 40. I'm the dad, so I'm 60. I still think of him as that little boy, but he is getting a little older. But I'm thankful he's not hurt, man. You just don't want to see that kind of thing pop up. It's like, what? You got hit? What the heck is going on? But some dude at a nail salon or something, man. Come on. But yeah, he was headed to work, and I don't think it did any damage. It's probably one of them little bitty cars, it went up underneath it or something. I don't know. I hope everything's fine. I hope his car is fine because he's got a nice little car, and he's worked hard to scrape, and he don't make a lot of money. He does the best he can, and he'll have it paid off for too long. We don't want. That's always what happens, right? You got a car, you invested in it, you have it, and then dang it, something happens, and that's tough. But yeah, y'all pray for him. I think he's, like I said, he's okay. He's not in the hospital, thank goodness. Praise the Lord. He's okay. But I really hated that. I'll be interested to hear more from him in the morning. When I get to work, I may tell him to come see me as I hear him a little more about this. But that's always a bad day. Somebody to hit you or to be in a car wreck, that stinks. That just puts a damper on the whole day. It's like car breaking down, car wreck, being sick. Those are all days that you just like, oh man, why did it have to start out like this? But it makes us appreciate the good days and the positive days. And uh, back to my initial comments, man, it doesn't. I like that he was elected. No, I think it's stupid. But if you put up a better candidate against him, you had one, you ignored him. Kumo, come on, give me a break. This guy is a joke, and I'll say it. He is not going to be good for New York, and they'll figure it out. New Yorkers always figure it out. I remember in the Ghostbusters. They were in a mess. They called the Ghostbusters in, and it took a little bit of help, even from the little man, but they figured it out. I seen the Statue of Liberty marching down the road. There. They figured it out. New Yorkers will figure it out. Is there a lot of dummies? There. Yeah, there's some. We got dummies everywhere. We got some people. They just like to take. And it's like a few years ago, just to give you a little of this. A few years ago, it was all about Klaus Schwab and all these people, and they're going to control the world. They're going to control America. They might have control of the rest of the world, but they're not getting the good old U.S. of A. Apple pie, pickup trucks, baseball, football. We know how to take care of this. So okay, you get online. It's like the comedian said. There used to be a truck that would pull up. If you start acting a little freaky, a little wild, they showed up. Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, we got a place for you. That's when they put the white jacket on you and carry you out, and you don't see that person for a while. They used to be. We know how to do that. This guy would be a flash in the pan. He's New York. You gave all of us podcasters, by the way, a whole lot to talk about, to gripe about, to make your predictions now. I'm banking on the goodness of America. I believe in this country, and I believe in most of the American people are with us, and we can't be defeated. We got some knuckleheads, and there may be quite a few of them, but they don't outnumber us yet. And I just believe in this great American experiment. I was talking about George Washington and what a leader that George Washington is. He amazing time. We were talking about this, at elections when there was nobody around. It wasn't often, but we were talking about the greatness of that first president and what he was able to do, early on in the country. And, it set the course. And what an amazing job they did. Now they want to tear him down, tear Jefferson down, all that. I look back, not perfect men, because no man is, but they did great things. They were, great, awesome leaders. And you know what? We've had some really good leaders, and we're going to have some more good leaders. And I'm really happy about, where we're at. There's some things that's going on. We got to straighten some things out. We got to get the government back going. We got to get some things fixed. We got to continue to kick out of here the people that ain't supposed to be here. We got to, continue to work on terror groups and all these folks, that are, trying to hurt the country. We have got to, just stay on top of it all and continue. And I'm messaging my granddaughter, so y'all forgive me. She's trying to call me, and letting her know so she can't. So she just have to deal with it. So I'm online. So she's at a friend's house. So she's trying to call me. I was here all this time and wouldn't call me, but they always call when you go online. I do have some new gadgets and stuff that's going to be a big help. We're first of all Saturday morning on the Southern Fried Saturday AM. That's the title we have for it right now. We, with the Cornbread Man and Biscuit Boy. I just love that name. But Saturday morning, Saturday morning. Southern Fried Saturday AM. If I can get it out. We have an extra camera we're going to be running Saturday, and we have a new camera for field work for videos. Just the first step of some things to reinvest in the podcast, and a battery backup for that, so you don't have to hear me say, "Oops, getting low on battery." Got all that ready to go. Going to get it all out tomorrow and get everything set up and ready to go for that. You may hear some things about Wolf Nation. You may have been seeing me do that. And I've been just, we have always said the Southern Fried is an umbrella, and the business name is Southern Fried Cornbread Nation. And that really is an umbrella that covers all the other stuff, whether it's the news part and we got several things we're still trying to get up and going. Wolf Nation is another part of under that umbrella, and it's going to be mainly dealing with outdoor stuff. That's something that we really don't have not done a whole lot of. We've done a little bit. I'm not talking about festivals. I'm talking about hiking, Appalachian Trail, that kind of thing. And Paul's going to work with me on that because they hike, they do all this stuff. We'll try to bring a dog tag in and see if we can get him involved. And so Wolf Nation, there'll be some merch that'll come off of that. I'm going to have a completely different store. I don't want to mix it because it is its own thing. And it'll be completely separate from Southern Fried work. And looking forward. Sorry, my eyes itching. You'll be seeing things on that very soon. Even maybe a new dedicated channel for some of that. Great things going on. Monday night, I'm excited. We got the dirt track racer. It's going to be on the Southern Fried. Can't wait for that. That's cool. Cool beans. Rob's got stuff that he's doing with. I think it'll kick off next week with the counseling show. We just got all kinds of. We're growing and moving and like an amoeba. We're doing a lot of different things. I'm not bragging. I'm excited about it. We're kicking forward. We have not just history, but oh my goodness, the Southern Shadows folks going to be on with us next Wednesday. Southern Shadows, they're going to be with us, and I'm trying. I don't know. I'm hoping she's going to be on the history show too with me. We're going to be talking a little more about the Chickamauga, the Battle of Chickamauga, and some of the history there as well. And I'm excited about this. You need look these folks up and give them a follow. And I don't know. We're still working out the details, but I'm almost certain you're going to see a Southern Fried group go out on a ghost tour. So if you would like to be a part of that, you're in the area, this is going to happen. I'm hoping here pretty quick. I'd like to get a group up of at least 10 that will go out and do a ghost tour with the Southern Fried. It'll be paid through them. We'll be bringing them business, and I'm trying to work. We got to work on finding out all the details. But I'm telling you, it's going to happen because I'm excited about it. I want it to happen. We may even do some live talking about a lot of stuff. But ghost tour, we might go look for greenhouse. I don't know. If you'd like to come out, hear some talk and some history and stuff, we'll try to make that around when a lot of people, maybe off or something and can do that. Details to work out, but I'm telling you, it's going to happen because I know my gut. It's good. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. I'm like a kid. And I was talking to Dean about it, and I'm hoping Dean will take part. But I don't know. He looked at me funny, and he's like, "Ghost tour?" I'm like, "Dang, Skippy, man. We're going to go out at night. We're going to have some little bit better camera options with some ability to night vision and stuff, and that might be something big in the future too. We don't know. Wolf Nation, keep paying attention. Wolf Nation is really big. Hey, we're talking about trying to get the logo on a race car, T-shirts and stuff through the racing community, and we're just trying to we're just working a lot of different things. And I get excited when things like this are going on because it just it gives us a chance to meet new people, impact. And we got a guy that we met last Saturday. I'm hoping he'll show up this Saturday. Uh, he's we talked to him off the air quite a bit. And by the way, Veterans Day is coming up. Veterans Day, and we're going to do a special spot down in Ringgold with all the flags up. It's beautiful. We're going to highlight a few veterans that wherever we set up. And if you're in the area, go down and just view this thing, the flags in Ringo. They do it like nobody else does, certainly in this area. I don't knock anything anybody else is doing to honor our veterans, but I'm telling you, this is very moving. If you've not been in the town and seen this, it is so cool to see these flags up. And I was able to go down. Well, I was going to election. I had to go down to Ringgold anyway, and for election night, we went down to turn all the things in to check in, and there were all those flags, and I'm like, oh, I already told Paul, I said, Saturday morning we have got to do a spot with the flags and the veterans and stuff, and he's of course all in on that. But yeah, we're talking about a lot of different things because it's a new thing, kind of growing. We're going to be a part of maybe like a farmers market kind of thing. It's more than just farmers. It's all kind of knickknacks and stuff. We're talking about being a part of that in the new year, and a lot of local people. You got to be within 150 miles to be a part of it, and it stays pretty packed, I guess. We're going to try to cover that as a podcast, at least that arm of it. And so just stay tuned. It's a lot of fun. Appreciate Steve being on last night. Sorry I couldn't be here. But hey, you know what? I spent time with others and took a break. And even though I was ticked off and mad, I've had fun today. It's been a good day all the way through, and looking forward to Good Friday, a great weekend, and getting ready for that cool air. Like I said, coming in, looking for some football this weekend. Be watching my Dogs and some other big games out there. Alabama, LSU, that'll be a good game. Looking forward to that. Ohio State, Penn State. NFL, sadness for the Dallas Cowboys. I hated to hear that. Prayers for the family. This fortunate mental health episode, whatever it was, and he's now deceased. Shout out to them. Pray for the people that are needing the support that they should be getting and it needs to be fixed very fast. They're talking about travel chaos now. That's really nice as we're getting closer to Thanksgiving. But with the government shutdown, these traffic controllers. By the way, my sister has not received a paycheck. She posted she got a half check, so she's had a half of a check. So and then two non-checked. I mean, not paid at all. She's worked for the VA, but she did get some great news, and this will lift. And she's okay. Her husband works, but it's just ridiculous that she hasn't been paid. That makes me so mad. She does great work. She loves what she does. She loves the veterans, but she was told that she's not going to have to worry. She's going to be able to work from home. She lives an hour away from the local VA, an hour, and so they're not going to make them come in. And at one time, she didn't know she was going to have a job. Then she heard she might have to drive and go in, and people, jumped all over that bandwagon. Well, they should be working from there, not from home. Every company has a model like that. Our company does. We got people that work from home. I've talked to them. They love it. And their job doesn't require them to go to a spot. She works the phone. She's, taking calls. and she does a good job. So I'm happy for her. Way to go! I'm glad I made that decision. It's been a hard, last few months for them. He did lose his job. He got a new job. Thankful for that. He's a very talented individual. Appreciate his patriotism for the country and support, and what they do, and they live out west, and I'm happy for them. But there are people that paint this brush over stuff. They don't realize all the ramifications that goes on, and you might realize who's being hurt. Maybe somebody in your own family. And yeah, there's some things that we got to clean up in our country. Absolutely, like getting people out here that shouldn't be here, solidifying our border, getting the terror groups out of here. Anybody that's trying to commit, treason against the United States, we need to deal with them. People that are, free speech only goes so far, folks. We got people out here, trying to overthrow our government, trying to, you know, help to facilitate its destruction. These people got to be dealt with. And we've got folks out there to do it, and let's get it done. I don't want these people in my town. We're here to, we're here to live the American dream. We're here to live freedom. We don't want people taking it away. That's not losing freedom. We're gaining freedom. We got to get these people out of here. We got to get them in jail, out of here. If they're criminals or if they need to go back to their country, you can't come to America and cause trouble. And listen, citizenship comes with a price. There's some work involved in it. Some people just lay about. They just take it all for granted. Citizenship has duties and responsibilities with it. And one of those great ones is if you are eligible to vote, you need to vote. You need to take part in we had a person come in to get an application to be a poll worker, and the manager was talking to her, but she was just kind of talking out to everybody, and she said listen, and she's got kids in the local schools. They are transplanted from another area of the country. She says, we've been here for several years now. This is home. And she said, it's time for me. I felt like it was time for me to step up and help my community. That's the American spirit. And we're not going to worry about, knuckleheads like Mandami. He don't have no hold on these people. And they're not going to be swayed by his lies and his hatred and everything else. And like I said, he'll be dealt with. The American love, the American spirit, the American drive. And it's people that think it's all just the older people, that generation. No, there are younger people that are stepping up and doing amazing things for this country. They are sacrificing for the country. They've listened to the president. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. I feel that same drive. That's why when the call went out that we need poll workers, I said, hey, I don't know if you can use me or not, but I'm here. I said, absolutely. So I've been doing that for several years. I serve as assistant manager at my precinct. I love it. I meet people. I meet those great Americans, and they come from all political persuasions. Nobody comes in our precinct with attitude or, except there's a knucklehead or two, but they're not. They're just knuckleheads. It doesn't have anything to do with politics. They're just knuckleheads. And hey, yeah, that happens. We got to deal with knuckleheads sometimes. But it's that kind of everybody that I've talked to that has become a poll worker in the last few years or even longer have told me the same thing. I did it because I wanted to help. I did it because I love my country. I did it because I knew it was important. I did it because I wanted to learn more about elections. I did it because I wanted to make sure we have fair elections. I do it because I love the country, and that is amazing. And that's why America will not be defeated. America will not be defeated because we're always going to have people like that. And let me do a quick ad here for our great folks at Rumble, in which I am streaming from and out to some others. But, if you haven't done it already, we say this all the time on the podcast, make sure you download that Rumble app. We do have some exclusive Rumble shows. We're doing that a little more. It's free, simple to use, and the best way to stay connected to the content you want. Once you've got it, search for the Southern Fried Podcast or the SF Podcasting. That's our two channels we have. We have more, but that's the two main ones. And hit follow. Yeah, give us a follow. That way you'll get a notification every time we go live. No missed shows, no extra steps. You can grab it right now using the link in the description or the pinned live chat. Download it to your phone. I have it on all my everything, from the computer to the iPad to all the phones. and you're ready to go. If you prefer watching on the big screen, Rumble, I've got it on my TVs in the studio. I have two. It's available on all major streaming devices and smart TVs. Just search for Rumble, follow the channel, and be part of the action. Love Rumble. I've been a Rumble fan for before I was ever a podcaster. I've been watching Rumble podcasters, content creators. We love you guys, and thank you so much for what you do. You can use that QR code, and hey, get in the action, get in the fun. We're always going to be supporters of Rumble. I don't care if you're listening from locals or YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X, wherever you're coming from. Hey, I'm on them too. We're not saying ditch them or anything. Just saying make sure Rumble is a base for you, and support the great podcasters. It's a great family, a great community of podcasters. Shout out to our friends. We've got Half Pine Forge Live, Steve, the blacksmith. We've got Carl, Killer Carl over on Rumble. And, it's, no, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. I see your thing. It has not. No, it's not. I hear this argument all the time. It's not. America's still America. Do we have problems in maybe that area? Sure. It's not been taken over. I can promise you I've not been taken over. So I get it. You're welcome to post it. We see this all the time. We do have to stand up and fight for the country. It's not just that influence. It's others, my friend, and you know it too. I'm not arguing with you. I appreciate you for your comment. But the influences are not just that. We've had communists in this country for over 100 years. We have people that have wanted to destroy the Constitution since it's been written. There's all sorts of different entities, countries, influences, from China to Russia to, yes, the Middle East. We have all of those that are deeply in the Saudis. The Saudis would love nothing more to watch America fall. They're not our friends. All of our politicians have their pockets being filled, or many of them, by that. People, there is influence there, but we're not controlled, my friend. We're not controlled by that solely. And by the way, all the people that are involved in power are not solely that. So that's what I'm saying. It's not solely that. Is there problems within the rich, the globalists? Well, sure, but it's not solely that. That's my point. I didn't say there wasn't a problem. I said it's not solely that. So every show I get somebody comes along, that's fine. I appreciate it, but I'm not gonna go down that road and say that's solely that it's solely. The APAC is very strong in this country, and well, how do we do anything, man? I tell you, our government has not fully followed the Constitution. We violated that. There's things that we got problems with, absolutely. But the greatness of this country, I'll stand on it. This country is still great. Please don't preach the doom of America. Everybody that says that, where's the doom? It never happens. It never happens. We got to be on guard. We got to stand up. We got to be patriots. But where's this doom? I've been listening to this for 30 years. Where's the doom? Where's the end? I've lived my life. I have a great life. I love my country. I love my family. I love my job. I love my state. I love what I do. We have problems. Mankind has got problems. We got a lot of problems. America's got problems. This is still a great country, my friend. Don't give up on it. Don't let these people, I just refuse that. I refuse it. I'm not ignorant to it. I've studied all of it. But I'm telling you, America always overcomes. America always holds true. It kills me. They just try to say it's over. No, it's not. America is not over. I love it when they preach that, because every time that happens, it never we don't fall. We don't fail. We will overcome Mandami. And by the way, he's certainly not controlled by that. We will overcome him. We'll overcome that influence that has integrated itself in the financial systems, and we'll overcome it. We'll be okay. We will be okay. America is not going. It's not in the toilet. It's not. We got problems, but I can tell you, everybody else in the world wants to be here, and I get it. I get there's corruption. We've always had corruption. I get that some of that has caused the downfall. And these people today, let me say this: these people today that said Venezuela was done in 10 years. America is not going to be Venezuela. Please don't align this country ever with Venezuela. Are we got some influences here? Do we have elections that somebody idiots? Yeah, sure. This is not Venezuela. And the proof is in Donald Trump being elected. This is not Venezuela. We're not done for. In fact, we're fixing to rise to some of our greatest times. I believe that with all my heart. This country is on fire right now to do good things. People are getting their mojo back. They really are. Americans are they're getting off their butts. They're going to vote. They're getting involved. They're investing themselves in the communities all across America. I talk to these people on the street every week. I talk to the people, their stories, people that have immigrated here, people that love this country, they're new here, they are patriots, all throughout the whole of the country. And I can tell you that even though with all the problems, America is not done for it. I get it, man. Hey, you are welcome. You are welcome to. Well, they don't watch cartoons. You're welcome to your opinion. We're just going to disagree. This country is not done for. I'm not. I hear that. I get accused of that all the time. That I'm ignorant. I refuse to see it. Blah 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 blah. We're not done for. Listen, friend. I know the end. I know where it's going. I know the end of the story. One day it's all going to be made new. It's all going to be made new because the King of Kings and Lord of Lords is coming back. The earth is not going to fall. The globalists that predict the destruction of this earth, it's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Are we going to have tough times ahead? Dang right we are. We're going to have a lot of tough times. We are not going to go down. I didn't say it was perfect, but where's your hope? I'll ask you that. Where's your hope? All you're giving me is the destruction, the failure, the fall, the control. Where's the hope? Do you have any hope? Do you have any hope? Because I have hope. I have blessed hope. So I love it, man. But you're welcome to the comment. Appreciate you stopping by. But every show we do, we have those that stop by. They say the same thing over and over again. It never changes. They see no positive, no hope. We're done for. It's over. I'm sorry. I got more confidence than that. I have more hope because my hope is based on what I think are great things. No, my hope is not in Donald Trump. No, I'm not suggesting. My hope is in Jesus Christ. This country is not done for, though. God is not done with this country being in the position it is. And again, every country has problems. Every country has issues. But America will overcome. America has done it time and time again. We're overcomers. We have this ain't nothing new. This has been going on. Sure we do. Sure we do. But that doesn't mean America's done for. And by the way, we've had murderers in office from the time we were a country. We've had people that done bad things. But America is still here. And America will continue to be here. I'm going to tell you what, if it's all land and chaos and we're all dust, you can walk up to me and say, I told you so. That's fine. Fair enough. But again, man, I've just got more hope than that. I've got more hope. And I'm going to tell you that influence is not controlling everything. That same old song and dance. I mean, which one do you listen to? Because I get everybody that says it's going to be this group that's going to take us down. It's this group that's going to take us down. This group that's going to take us down. No, they're not. They're not going to take us down. We're not. Okay, I get it. I appreciate your post, but we're not going down. America's still here, and we're going to be here. I have great confidence in the people, the true Americans, and we will overcome. We will find a way to overcome. I love the flag. I love the country. And God bless the USA. That's what I'll say. And I'll stand up. And hey, I get to do a podcast. I get to have the freedom of speech, and we have the freedom to disagree with each other. But man, I tell you, listen. I'm a Christian, and it just amazes me that people that come in the channel and it's like they have no joy. I'm telling you, live your life. Don't allow those things to make you just hate. Do you have any love? Do you have any fun? I have fun. I'm a very involved citizen. I do my duty. I stay up to date. I've studied intently in many areas. I'm not an expert on nothing, but I don't have to be. I love what I love. I am what I am by the grace of God, and I am thankful. So again, I don't have to admit anything. I don't know everything that happened with that or with Warp Speed. Well, sure he did. I didn't say I was a cult follower of the president. I do like a lot of things he's done, but there's a lot of problems there too. I've said it. I've been fair on the show about that. But that's where I never put all of my trust in man. The scriptures say, let every man be a liar and God be true. That includes me and you, friend. We're not. We're a total depravity of man. We are not. You are not, and I am not perfect, and neither is anybody in this country. And I'll just leave it at that. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for um, I appreciate what you're saying. I'm not dismissing it. I just don't agree with all of it. And but again, do you have a podcast? I will come by and see what you have to say. I appreciate the chat, but I'm going to move on. But that's not again, I'm just chit chatting. So we've had that, but I don't see it going anywhere because we just see things a little different. We probably agree on more than you probably even realize, but it's just every show somebody wants to come in and take the show in that direction, and I'm just not going to do it. I've left the chat. I'll leave it there, and he isn't. Well, praise God, Amen. And that is the truth that I know. The truth, my truth, is in who is the truth, and that's Jesus Christ. So, and then I get beat up on that because people say, well, you don't follow the right things, or you got the wrong Bible, you got this, you got that. I'm so glad Jesus don't make it complicated. I am so glad. It is so simple a child can understand it, and it is such a blessing that the greatest scholars can continue to study it the rest of their lives and never study it out. And God bless you. God bless America. And we live in the greatest country, man. I mean, we can't lose. If we are followers of Christ, we cannot lose. We cannot lose. We are victors in Christ Jesus. We can't lose. And so I just stand on that. So all those that let's see, we go back and since I've been alive, it has been from the '60s on. I have heard America's going to doomed. There were those preachers that were saying there's there were some of them that says in the 1996 was a year they said we were gonna collapse. 99, 2000, Y2K, and it just goes on and on and on. And here we are, and I've lived my life, and I don't have probably that many more years, and we're going to continue to press on. And if the nukes fall over America, if the horde comes through and takes me out, I know where I'm going. I'll just say that. This is not my real home, and I'm a winner either way. If I stay or if I go, I'm a winner either way. So, do we need to continue to root out corruption, fraud, killers, the people that want to do bad things? Sure, but you know what you're going to have? You're always going to have those people, and you ain't never going to be able to stop all of them. They're just the road. They're and listen, they can't even control. This is another thing that amazes me. Because you know who is really in control? Jesus Christ is in control. And even the bad people that think they're really in control, they're not in control. They're only allowed to do what God allows them to do. They will never alter the plan of God. They will never stop it, start it, slow it down, speed it up. The plan of God goes forward. They cannot do that. He's in control. And even those that hate him are being controlled by him. But he will not let them mess the plan of God up. So that's what I say. And I will be singing praises to him in the by and by one day in Heaven's Shore. So we got great things ahead of us. I'm excited. I just am so excited for the future. We all have bad times. Bad things happen. Tragedy comes. Death comes. Disease comes. Whatever comes. But I'm going to tell you what. My soul is covered by the blood of Jesus Christ. And I know in whom I have believed. And that is my hope. And it is a blessed hope. And that's why the smile really doesn't leave my face. I don't really argue politics much. I don't really I don't see the benefit of it. I don't argue Bible. I don't argue faith. I don't argue any of those things. What I would say is I love all mankind. I may disagree. I even pray for my enemies. There are people who hate me. I can't help that. But most people that I have great friends. I have great acquaintances. I have great people on the podcast. I appreciate all the ones, and even those that disagree with me or even don't like me. We get thumbs down every show, which is kind of funny. And I haven't checked tonight to see if we've got that big thumbs down. It doesn't matter to me. But we cannot lose our joy. We cannot lose our faith, and we just got to press on. And as the old song says, press on. It won't be long. And great things are ahead. Victory's ahead. The ultimate victory is ahead. And I may not live to see the next breath. I mean, I could be checking out here anytime. I probably won't see all this destruction that people come in the podcast and preach about. But and at the end of the day, you nor I can really control anything that's going on anyway. You can't. You can make all these comments. You can't stop it. If you believe it, you say that everything that you say, you can't stop it. You can't stop it. What are you going to do about it? Really? What are you going to do about it? And that's the truth of all of it. We don't have control over that. I don't have control of the DEF CON. I don't have a control if the president drops bombs on Iran or anybody else. I don't have control of Israel. I don't have control of the Russia-Ukraine war. I don't have control of China. There's not thing one I can do about any of that. There are powerful people in this world. They like to have war. They like to, it goes back to power and money, and they use religion as a platform to do it, or hatred, or whatever it is. I can't control any of it, and that's not being dismissive. That's just facts. I can't control. What I can do is pray, and I do pray. I just said I prayed, and I do pray, and I pray for all, and pray for me. But you cannot stop. You will not stop where the world is going. All you can do is pray for it and do your duty as a citizen and as a Christian. Outside of that, they ain't nobody. You can't stop it. There's no army big enough to stop what's coming for any of us. All of us have a date of death that's coming. We know that it is appointed unto man once to die, and after this is judgment. That is going to happen. There are two judgments coming: the judgment for the believers, the judgment for the unbelievers. It's going to happen. You can't stop it. So, like I said, should we get passionate about what's going on in the country? You're dang right. Should we do all we can as a citizen to, root out fraud or bad people, or serve on juries, serve in law enforcement, join the military, become a politician if you need to, a lawyer, whatever? Certainly, but you can't stop it. You're one person, and my podcast ain't going. There's nobody. What have I got? I don't know. What have I got? 18 people. I can't see all the X numbers. I don't think. What have I got? I don't know. What have I got? 20 or 30 people. If I had 200,000 people here, I can't stop it. And everybody in here has a different belief. If you have a different belief about where we're at in the country, everybody has a different belief about what's great about America, what they don't like, what they'd like to see changed. And we still have those representative government that serves us, the three branches of government. And it's not perfect. It gets it wrong sometimes. But sometimes, doggone it, it gets it right. And when it gets it right, we should salute that. And we should be appreciative of it. And I'll be glad that I'm not living in a country where the knock's coming on the door at any minute. I don't have no lock on my door right now. Anybody could walk in on me. There's no lock on the studio. I don't have to worry about the government coming yet, knock on the door and pulling me out of here. Could it happen? Maybe. But you know what? Maybe God wants me in jail. Maybe as a pastor, maybe I'm not, maybe I'll be asked to do something and I'm not going to do it because it goes against my faith. They may put me in jail. Understood. All of us understand that. You know what we'll do? We'll preach from jail. And the greatest of the greatest, from Jesus on, I've been treated that way. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Like I said, they can't win. The evil will never win. Evil cannot win. Evil has already lost. And Jesus is the victor. And he's the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. I love it. It's exciting to me. I don't know why others don't get excited about it, but, concentrate on spiritual things. Sometimes people get so caught up in the news, they lose their joy. That shouldn't happen. Get mad about stuff. But turn the news off and open the Bible. Turn the news off and pray. Turn the news off and take your kids and go teach them about something great about America. Study history, study current events, and do all that. But don't forget to invest in your family, yourself, uh, be a person that makes a change in their community. I can't change what's going on in Washington other than my vote uh, or a protest. I don't even stop it. What I can do is make a difference in my community. And I'll tell you how I'm doing that. Let me tell you, I serve my little church. Love those folks. We're trying to make a difference, preach to the sinners, preach to ourselves. We're sinners. See people get saved, help kids that need help. I try to be an encourager. I try to send along well wishes and help and show them right things. Uh, Take them to places that they maybe never got to go before. If I, encourage children that it's going to be okay, on and on you go. There's just so many things that we can make a difference as. And I come from a long line of family that's done the same thing. They have been faithful. They've served in the military. They've served in their local church. They love this country, and they're resting in graveyards all across the USA. And I have a responsibility to live up to the name and the character that they've left for me. And I'll see them again one day. Yeah, I have that. I have the hope and the knowledge of where I'm going. So, but again, I love America. I love America, and I'm just not going to down this country. We got some problems, but I'm not going to down this country. We got somebody doing that already. I love this country. I love the flag. I love the history of it. We got some ugly scars, but it's dead and gone. Thing one we can do about the past, not thing one. We really can't do thing one about tomorrow. We can influence it. We can be prepared for it. Maybe we can have a plan, but all we have is today. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Is the government going to open up tomorrow? I don't have a clue. And you know what? I'm really not worried about it, to be honest. Do I pray for it? Sure, because I know people are hurting. Do I pray for the leaders? Absolutely. I'm instructed to do that. Do I worry that I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to be speaking Chinese or Russian? No. Do I worry that tomorrow that, as you say, the Israel influence, they're going to knock on my door and put handcuffs on? No, I'm not worried about that one bit. I'm absolutely not worried about it. And what I am concerned about is going to be colder this week. I got to get winterized for the cars in the studio because I want to be in a warm studio. I got to make sure my kiddos get up for school tomorrow, and so they can get the things they need. I got to take care of my wife and some health problems that she's had. My son had a wreck tonight. He's okay. We got to check that car out tomorrow. These are the things that's on my mind. And hopefully when I look in the mirror in the morning, if I can help that guy do better tomorrow than he did today, I'll be doing pretty good. And the only way I can do that is through the Lord, through the leading of the Holy Spirit. But if I can help that guy, he needs help. It's this guy right here. He needs help. He's not perfect. He's far from it. He don't know everything, and he probably has some things wrong. But I'm not alone. I love my fellow man. I love to help people. Uh, and matter of fact, we're going to do that before we go to bed. We're going to help somebody that's in a little need of help, and we're trying to encourage others along. And it's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be alive. And if I go, it's a great day to be there. But this has been a fantastic day. I got to stream again. I'm so excited about it. It's so cool. And, I appreciate all of you so very much. Make my day, the encouragement. And even those that despise us or give us down symbols and all that, it's still encouraging to me. Because you know what? You're recognizing we're here. I'm just a knucklehead from Georgia, and I really don't have that much to really share. I just thought, me and Rob thought it'd be a good idea to become podcasters. I used to preach on a podcast, and I'm having a ball with it, and I am absolutely loving it. And we cover just a little bit of politics on the show. I do a news show. I do a little bit of a MAGA show. And in a show, sometimes we'll do a little bit of politics. That's not our gig. That's not our kick. We're doing things that we enjoy, and we will talk about elections. We will talk about. We hope to have more candidates come on the show. We go on shows and we talk to those people about America. Nobody agrees on everything. It's okay. That's the freedom we have, and I promise you. I promise you. The destruction is not coming tomorrow. It's not. We're okay. Got some problems. Got to fix them. But really, the only way it's ever going to be fixed, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. Hear me well. You're not going to fix it, and I'm not going to fix it, and 330 million people are not going to fix it, because the problem we have can't be fixed by us. The problem we have is sin, and we will never fix that apart from Jesus Christ. He has the answer. We are all doomed. You're right in this sense. We are all doomed to the effects of sin. There is a phrase called the total depravity of man. We are all, we're nothing. We're absolutely nothing. We're a speck. But God loves us, and He made us in His own image, and He wants to care for us, and place your faith and trust in Him. And I'm excited about what is in the future. And it's just, it cracks me up. We look for more ways to be unhappy or more ways to predict failure than we do. I'm not saying we or even you guys. I'm saying as humans, that we predict the end, that it's over, give up, it's done for. No, it's not. We keep putting one foot in front of the other. I'm 60 years old. I don't know how much longer I got, and I can promise you that I have loved most of those days. There's been a few hard days that were hard to get through, and I have lived a great life. And I have wonderful children. I have wonderful grandchildren. It probably won't be too many more years. I'll have a great grandchild. I hope I'm around to see that. I've been able to baptize my grandchildren after their salvation. I still got some more that'll be coming along. I love to preach the Word of God. I love to pray for people. I love to serve in my community. I love to help my fellow man, and I just wish there was more I could do. But the podcast for us is meant to be positive. It's not meant to, I don't think people really want to tune in to this is David Cordell. We are doomed. End of show. Because that's really what it sounds like. It's like we're over. And it's funny, all the shows, I watch a lot of podcasts when I can. And every one of them has a little bit of element to them that really get caught up into what's going on. But most of the ones I know, they have a really good, they're really good about swinging it around and having some laughter. And we can't lose our laughter. We just cannot. And I appreciate that about my fellow podcasters. But you know what? We get life is but a vapor. It appeareth for a little while, then fadeth away. I'm going to go out strong. I promise you. I'm going to go out making a difference in this world, even if nobody notices, but the Lord Himself. I'm going to do my very best to make a difference. I have failed massively in my life. I've made mistakes. I've done things I'm ashamed of. I've done things I'm embarrassed about. But I know that and works won't get you there. But I know that I've made a difference in some people's lives, and I don't take credit. I just thank God that I've been able to do that. And if I can lift one person's spirit and their joy, if I can give them joy in any day, because so many people are beat down. They really are. It's over. It's over. The life has just beat them down. And we become the hands and feet of Jesus when we give somebody food or water or a hand up, help them fix something, take them somewhere, be the hands and feet of Jesus. That's where my joy comes from. And that's why I come on here. And if I didn't have that, I wouldn't even do this. I can promise you. And I am a political guy. I've always loved politics. I have watched this with my dad since the early 70s. I was watching live when Richard Nixon gave the victory salute. I have always watched politics. I have always watched political leaders rise and fall and movements rise and fall. And I've heard this. And by the way, it sounds like a real Democrat platform. That is the Democratic platform. We're all going to die. Well, sure we are. The polar caps are going to melt. We're doomed by the aerosols that are going up in the skies. A comet, a meteorite is going to come and wipe out the earth. We're going to launch all the nuclear missiles and we're all going to be vaporized. Well, if you are, you ain't got to worry about them, do you? I mean, EMPs are going to fall over America. It's every day. People are caught up into that. What else? The diseases. The government's going to release a disease on us, and we're all going to die. We've had problems. There's been gases released on people. There's been bad things that happen. But I don't live every day thinking that the sky is falling. I just don't live that way. And yeah, I think you should pay attention. I think you should point things out. But again, go back to what I said. You're not going to change it. You can't stop it. You can't. You cannot do that. You're just, what are you going to do? You can recognize it. You can go on podcast, even my friend. You can preach that all over the place, 24/7. It's not going to change what is. It's not going to change it. So my advice, and you probably don't want to take it, is live your life, do the best you can, serve the Lord, and it'll be okay. It really will be okay. God's in control. I know that. He's in control of my life. He's in control of your life. And me nor you can alter the plan of God, not one bit. He may use you to do great things. Maybe he'll use you to rescue the nation from a blight or whatever. There's people God uses to do great things. But it's not going to change what is. The end result is the same. We're all headed towards the same thing. It's just how do we exit? What's our exit strategy out of it? I know mine. And that's why I can put a smile on my face and I can have fun on a Thursday night. I probably need to get off here. I need to go help my wife. She's probably thinking, where are you at? I need to help her get into bed. She usually goes to bed around this time. I have so enjoyed being on, and I appreciate all of you that have stopped by. And I hope positivity rules. I hope that you're happy. I hope that you're laughing. I hope you have belly laughed with your kids or your spouse today. I hope that. If you have not, failure. Find a way to laugh. Find a way to have joy. Laugh at silliness. Laugh at the pets as they may do funny things or whatever. But laughter doeth good like a medicine. Have joy. Have hope. Have faith. And it'll be okay. It's going to be fine. And the sun, you know what? The sun's going to come up tomorrow. The moon will be out there. All the planets, all the stars, all the universes, however big all that is. And that's the amazing part of it, isn't it? That God is in control of all of that. It's okay. The earth is still spinning on its axis. Flat earthers, if you want to believe it's a flat earth spinning around, I don't care. I don't even argue with those folks. Flat earthers, we didn't go to the moon, I don't care. I really don't care. It does not bother me one bit. If that was all Hollywood, so be it. My gosh, that's a pretty good show then. I like it. It's just, it goes on and on. I don't even know where it stops or where it starts. There are so many things that people are promoting. I mean, it's like when you just go through the line at the grocery store, it would be like the most outrageous stories on some of those magazines, and they may still be there. I don't know. I don't go in and shop that much. I don't even look at it. But it'd be like, really? That's kind of interesting. You had a choice, believe it or not. I chose to not believe it. But you know what? If it was real, well, that's real. It's like cryptids. I'm going to go on a cryptid hunt. I don't care if they're real or not. It's fun. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to go out. I'll do some tree knocking or something. I don't know. We're going to do a ghost tour. I don't believe in ghosts. I like Ghostbusters. But we're going to have fun with that. And that's what I'm about. I like to have fun. I like to keep things light. Have joy. You know what? When my grandchildren or anybody was down, I'd just look at them and I'd say, don't laugh. Don't laugh. And they give you that little look like, I won't laugh. It's not 2 minutes. I got them laughing. And they'll say, what are you laughing at? I'll say, just to laugh. And they're like, that's silly. I'm like, but didn't we just have a good time? We had laughter and we had fun. And that's what I'm having tonight. I'm just eternally blessed and thankful. And this show may not even be making any sense. It's okay. It's just fun to me. And that's the beauty of what we're doing. I have Thank You Rumble and all the others that we can go in here and go live and have this kind of discussion. That does it change anything? No. Maybe it lifted somebody's spirit. Maybe it made others mad. I can't control it. That's the thing. I don't get invested that way. I try not to get down. People say ugly things, negative. I just say, well, okay, whatever floats your boat. And again, I don't like to. I very rarely, in fact, I've unbanned some people before, but I don't ban people unless they're ugly to people. I don't even care if they're ugly with me. I really don't. I don't like them ugly with friends in the chat. I try to protect them. I'll tom them out. There has been some we had to just because they started harassing us so bad. I hated that. I really hate it. Because you know what? There's a part of me, I want to be friends with everybody because I just love people. And it's frustrating to me when people don't like me, but not because I think I'm anything great, because I'm not, but just because I care about them and I want to see good things for them. And the more we get to know people, sometimes, the more you get to know people, uh, they're not as bad. Even people you think are bad, there's some bad people out in the world. But most people you meet, even those you think, man, that's a bad person. That person is horrible. If once you get to know them, you'll find out they got a lot of good qualities too. And I always wonder, what do people see in me? Do they think I'm this or that? I'm sure I've failed people. Well, I know I know I have. I have failed people. I've had, I've lost friendships that I valued, and there's just no forgiveness. And I am a very forgiving person. I will forgive people. I've got people that have said I failed them and they never forgave me, and they don't like me, and they never gave me a chance after that. And to me, that's a loss. It's a loss for me. I think it's a loss for them. And I try my best to, to be friendly to all, to help all. But you just can't make people like you. They're either going to like you or they're not going to like you. And that's at the end of the day, that's it. And yeah, people judge you for how you look, how you talk, what you say, what you're not, what you're this. They want to put you in a label, put you in a box. Man, it's exhausting to me. I just come on podcast and I'll say, hey, I'm Dave, the Cornbread Man. And you can, if you don't like me, that's fine. Throw tomatoes or move on to somebody else. If you like what you hear, stop for a little while. It's all good. Our demographics is kind of older people anyway. Some young people probably go by, man, that dude's boring as heck. Maybe I am. Maybe you're watching around. This guy's boring. Okay, but you're watching. Why are you watching? Of all the things you could be doing in this life, and you're watching me, I think that's pretty cool. And I hope that it's a blessing to somebody. I hope that means something. That when I say we pray for you, I mean that. I pray for all the people that in the podcast. I pray for the guests we have. I pray for the people that come in the chat. And yeah, I pray for the people that hate my guts. I do. I pray for them. And I can't change it. I just can't change it. And I I just, there was a time I grew up. I need to get off here, but I'm going to say a few more things. I grew up a very shy introvert. And some people say they don't see that now. I promise you, I'm really just as shy and introverted as I've always been. And, and sure, there's that part of me that can be hurt. And the Bible says to guard your heart. You got to be really careful. And I have put myself out there before, and it's usually not even the bad. I'm not even talking about the people that say ugly names and all that. The things that usually get to me are much more low level than that. And I don't even know why sometimes. And I heard, that happened recently and I didn't even hear it from him. I heard it through somebody else. I don't even know if it was really about me. And it really wasn't that bad what they said, but for some reason that really got to me. And I've just been kind of dealing with that inside of me for I don't know, a few days, maybe almost a week. And at the end of the day, I don't have anything against them. I just think that was kind of harsh. That's just a harsh statement, but it's okay. And you just have to shrug it off and move on. And I lived a lot of my life where I really was worried about what other people said or what they thought. I'm really not too worried about that anymore. They say when you get older, you lose the filters and stuff, and you say whatever. I think there's a little bit of that, but mostly I just know I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable in where I'm at. Not saying I don't want to grow or change. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I feel good. I feel good about me. And and the way I look at it is people either going to like you or they're not going to like you. As I said before, I can't make anybody like me, and I'm not even really going to try. I'm just going to do the things that I know that are good, and hopefully that's good enough for them. If it's not, there's billions of people on the face of the planet. They're probably not giving me a second thought anyway. So I try to teach this to my grandkids and youngins. Hey, Broski Bear, long time no see. Shout out to you, man. I hope you've been well. I mean that. I really, really do. But as I said, I know that sometimes on the podcast I say things that makes people mad. But you know what? Don't let it ruin your day. Have fun. Live your life. Enjoy this great life that we have. And at the end of the day, just forgive Dave. Say, you know what, Lord, I forgive him. He made me mad. He hurt my feelings, or I just don't like that guy. How about a little forgiveness? You know what? Because I'm going to do it for you. I don't hold grudges. I don't. It's a waste of my energy. I have so much in my life that I need to get done. I'm working on. I don't have time for all that. I don't have time for negativity. I don't have time to hold grudges or be mad or whatever. And hey, it is, man. Thanks, Broski. It really is. I'm still just doing me. Man, I've had some hard times. My wife's been under the weather. You know, she had a couple of light strokes, and that's been the biggest drag on me is because I feel bad for her. But she's got a fight. She's doing good. I'm supposed to go up here and help her. And we're husband and wife. We've been married a long time. And that's another thing. You know, I got a lot of battles to fight on the home front. I can't worry about world domination. I can't change that. But I tell you what I can do. I can go help my wife get into bed and make sure she's got what she needs. I can do that. And, you know, my wife is fully supportive of what I do on the podcast. She roots me on. When I do the puppets, and Lord, I got to get busy with the puppets again. I've done a little bit, but that's on the to-dos. If my wife laughs at the puppets, it doesn't matter what anybody else says to me. I'm not looking for a pat on the back. My wife laughs. I love it. My sons, they've been great. They have supported me in the podcast. My grandchildren, even if they don't even understand half the time what Papa or Papa's doing, they support it. And I think we're not quite 2 years with this podcast, but it won't be too long. We'll be coming up on it. We're a year and a half anyway, and it's flew by. It's been a great ride. We've made a lot of new friends, and we're having fun. And we're going to continue to have fun. And I am just trying to enjoy the creativity of it. I look forward to doing things in a lot of different ways, stretching myself, doing things that I've never done before. And I may fall flat on my face, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep pressing on. And as long as God gives me the breath in these lungs, I'm gonna keep doing it. And I may be that they may say, man, look at that old guy, man. I can't believe he's still on the podcast or whatever. I don't care. I may have drool coming out of my mouth. I mean, I have a tooth in my mouth. Maybe I'll go MP3. You can't even see me. I just get online and do what I do, and I do it on MP3. I told Rob I was going to do that one time. You know, I said everybody was so worried about what I was doing or not doing. I'll say it. You know what I said? I said to that, and people can judge me all they want. I about had a belly full, and I honestly said this, and to my Christian friends, I don't mean it literally when I say this. I told them they can go to hell. I just did. I'd had enough, and I had just had enough. And I said, you know what? Tell anybody that calls you, contacts you, and tells you that Dave's this, Dave's that. That's my answer. That's exactly what I said. Because I'm not going to waste 1 minute worried or 1 second worried about what somebody else is saying. The backstabbers are out there. The people that want to chop you off at the knees. They want to root for your demise. I can't lose. And so that's my message to them. And if some people get upset with me for saying that, again, you can forgive me or not. But most people, I think, get it. I had a belly full, and it's been the best thing for me. I let some of that build up, build up, build up, build up, and I finally just said, you know what, I've had enough. I don't want another. I don't want to hear another thing from anybody about that. If I don't have time for negativity. Just I want to lift people up. I want to help them. I'm not saying I'll listen to anybody. I don't mean that. I'm just saying, it's like when somebody, it's like, let's say you were out and it was road rage. Let's say you were driving down the road and somebody stopped at the stoplight and, rolled down their window and started screaming at you. You're like, what? I mean, what? And the guy says, you cut me off, or you did this, you did that. And maybe I did. Hey, we make mistakes driving. And so I would say, well, I'm sorry, sir. I apologize. My fault. Have a great day. I'm glad nothing happened. Well, some people, they just want to keep on railing on you, railing on you, railing. That's my message to them. You know what? You can get on down the road, bud. Zip it. I've heard enough. After a certain point, it's like people want to keep going. It's like the hamster on the wheel. They just keep coming around and they keep saying the same thing over. It's nothing new. And basically it boils down to this. You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. And that's my message to those people. You can go. At a certain point, I don't want to hear it no more. I mean, it's like, okay, yeah, I suck. Okay. But I don't have to listen to it. I get it. And it's funny to me, really. It's like, it's like a guy one time at work. He didn't like me. I don't know why. I could probably theorize. But one day, he F-bombed me like 30 times in a row. This has been about 30 years ago, maybe a little more. He just F-bombed me, I mean, just over and over and over. And I'm sitting there on my lift truck. He's on his lift truck. And I'm just sitting there looking at him, and he's just over. And I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. At least 30 times. And I said, do you feel better? Because it don't change one thing that's going on right here. He drove off. What was he going to say? I said, doesn't change who I am. I didn't get road rage about it. Whatever, man. Go for it. You got a filthy mouth. Doesn't change who I am. Oh, my goodness. I tell my grandkids this all the time. We'll pull up to the school and I'll say, you know what? Why don't you get out today? And why don't you? Because I get it. I've been there. I told you I was a shy person. And I said, why don't you get out of the car and you go into school? And why don't you just dance or sing and dance all the way to school? And they look at me like, oh, what? No, I wouldn't do that. I said, dance. Just dance through life. Have fun. Be different. Don't be like the crowd. Be a little bit different. Be that guy that's in the Hardys that starts singing, how great thou art. And everybody's looking like, hey, this guy's singing about Jesus. Be that person. Do it. Don't follow the crowd and just be like everybody else. Do something a little different. And you know what? You'll have fun. Oh, I appreciate you. Oh, you had that happen? No, I didn't work it up. I've been working for a flooring manufacturer for almost 35 years. And next February will be 35 years. And in my real life, I do work. This is just play. It is a business. This is a business, but I work at a flooring manufacturer, and I've done it for a long time. I'm a training manager now. I actually help train people. I'm a people person. It makes sense, doesn't it? Now I'm leading people who do all the training now. I've been a trainer. I've worked in safety. I've been a supervisor. I've done a lot of different stuff, But I've been at this company for, like I said, almost 35 years. I work with great people, but there have been a few knuckleheads along the way who, and that dude he also had bad breath. Not only was his mouth filthy, it stunk. And I was like, okay, man. Hey, we've all had that too. But you know what? If I saw that guy today, this is the honest truth. Lord is my witness. I'd walk up and shake his hand and say, how you been, man? I hope things have been well. I didn't hold that against him. I figured that guy probably um, had the police called. Well, you might. I figured that guy probably had a bad life and he was miserable. I thought, I told him to go on run his line. I'd run my line, leave me alone. And we kind of did that. Uh, uh, oh man, I just I look back over my life, and the only thing that really I regret in my life, this is the truth. There's two things. One is I wished I'd been more faithful to God earlier in my life. I can't change it. And two is I wish I'd learned that lesson a long time ago. You always carry. I try to, my friend. I think I have some in my pocket right now. It's like, let's make a deal. What do you have in your purse? Let's see if I'm right. Hey, there it is. I've got the old, what are they called? The mint savers or whatever. I love these things. I did have it in my pocket. So I don't use them on the show, but I like coffee, so I get it. Coffee breath stinks, man. Hey, coffee's great. Coffee breath stinks. Let's just face it. But the second thing I regret is ever given 1 minute worry about what other people thought about me. I spent too much of my life worried about that. I tried to not be that noticed person, and I was so afraid of failure. And if there's anything I've learned is that just go for it. You're going to fall flat on your face. I have, and I will again. And we're trying to build something here with a podcast on many levels. And man, have I made mistakes, and I will again. And it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And I read a couple of great books, besides the Bible. There are some great books out there. And I'll leave you with this. And I really do got to go. I thank you for being in here. Y'all, if you're just listening, we've had quite a few in here just listening. And I said, it's just a chat. I'm just talking. But I wish I had learned that a long time ago to be to just live your life and enjoy it, because it does fly by so fast. I was going to say something else. I forgot what it was, but my wife has always been a person who had laughter in her life. We were really made for each other. God put us together. He knew we were. We've we're not the same. We're really different. Opposites do attract, but we are very happy where we're at. And even with all the troubles and trials, my wife is very happy. And my wife still tells me she loves me, and I tell her I love her. And sadly, she can't even really speak it anymore because of the strokes. But she mouths it. She texts it to me, and she tells. I don't have to even have her say it. I can see it in her eyes. I can read her by her eyes, and she loves me, and I love her, and that's good. And the podcast is just an extension of sharing something, whether it's whatever it is, with the world. I've got great friends like Rob and Jen and Dean and Elizabeth and Paul and others that'll come along and help the podcast. Great listeners like you that are out there tonight. It may be your first time, but thank you for giving me some of your precious time tonight. Broski, I hadn't heard from you in a long time, man. I appreciate it. And I hope I don't say your name wrong. I'm glad my progressives, I'm looking through my glasses. Lambert, did I say that right? I hope I said it right. I really do respectfully hope I said it right. Thank you for being, I really do. I mean, I thank you for being in the podcast, and all the ones that have it's like the song, A Horse with No Name. I don't know your name. I love that song, by the way. But blessings to you. I hope things are well for you. I mean that. And let me end with this. If somebody, if something relationship is not good in your life, just try to take the high road and do the best you can with it. Pray for people. Uh, Try to restore it if you can. If you can't, just pray for them from afar. Uh, Everybody's going through something like that. And be a friend. Somebody out there needs a friend, and you'll probably find them tomorrow, or they might find you. They need a friend. be somebody's protector tomorrow or this week. Help them stand when others won't stand with them. Stand with them. It don't matter if it's just the two of you. Stand with them. Defend somebody honor this week. Defend somebody character, because everybody's wanting to tear, not everybody, but a lot of people want to tear you down. Be a real friend. Encourage somebody this week. Text them, mail them, postcard, letter, phone call, whatever. Lift somebody up, pray about it, see who God would put on your mind to lift their spirits, and tell them it's going to be okay. Visit somebody in a bad situation, help them if you can, and pray. That's what we can do. Thanks so much again, and I didn't plan on being on this long with this one, but I've enjoyed my time, and we'll see you in the morning. I plan on being on very early. I'm going to move the history show. I'm not ready for it tonight, so the history show is going to be at 11. I'm not going to do that. I need to go help my wife and kind of get ready. I'm going to be up very early. We got pet show we got to do tomorrow. We got a couple morning shows. Rob may or may not be able to do the noon show. We'll see. It's been a tough week for him. We will have Front Porch Talking tomorrow night. Probably a late show, and then 2 shows on Saturday, 2 or 3 on Sunday, and then back to regular week next week. But yeah, hey, you know what? Email us at email for the podcast, my friend, Southern Fried Podcast at yahoo.com. Southern Fried Podcast at yahoo.com. Or drop me in. I know people don't like to leave their emails. I don't care. I'll put mine out there. You can email us. Email me, let you know. That way we can stay connected, my friend. Broski, don't be a stranger. I hope you're well from the great state of North Carolina. And, hey, your Bears are doing good. He may already be gone, but your Bears are doing good. I hope to hear from you again. Hadn't heard from Watchman for you and a couple others. Well, I talked to Spartan the other day. God bless all of you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Have a great night, and we'll see you soon. Lord willing, I may not have tomorrow, but if I don't, I don't. Let me find a song to go out on, and I have spent way too long here, but I've enjoyed it. Salute.
It's a complicated life for the southern people. Like a small town, nothing's real. Mama's still doing wrong. Don't tell the preacher. Nothing really changes except the weather. If you can't